Hello, I'm Jeffrey Marsh, and I am a Vine superstar. I'm an author, I'm an advocate for LGBT youth, and I knew I was queer in kindergarten. I told my mom for the first time when I was 11 years old. We were on our way home from church, and we were in the old station wagon. It was a big wagon with wood paneling on the outside of the door. And we would wind through these roads to get back to the farm. And we were nearing this one curve, and I had so much to say. It was just Mom and I in the car. Dad was at a meeting at church or something. And there was so much bubbling up for me. I wanted to say that my gender identity was Wonder Woman, and that I was deeply in love with Scott Bakula and wanted to marry Scott Bakula. And all I could get to come out, though, was this really high-pitched squeak of a voice. I think I like boys, from the front seat. Mom slammed on the brakes and she turned the wheel hard, and the car went off the road and into a ditch. And she started screaming. "You don't know anything about that. You can't talk about that. You're 11 years old. You don't know. You don't talk about things like that." I got the message that day that I couldn't be who I am, that I needed to keep quiet, that I needed to pretend. And I did that for 2 more years. When I was 13, thank God for community theater, I was in a production. Because at community theater I could be outrageous, I could be myself, I could sing and dance and be in the spotlight. I was in a production of Oliver at the community theater, and I thought at the time that the whole show was about me, but I was like pickpocket number 3, I think, or something. I don't even know if I had a number. I was in the chorus, and my big moment was the big time when I was in the spotlight was with the music. I reached over to an unsuspecting victim and pulled out their pocket watch, and then twirled the watch around to the music, and then boom, landed the watch in my own vest, stole the watch, and then turned, and I probably sashayed away across the stage. I was so high from the performance this one night. I was just on cloud 9. The audience went wild. The watch landed exactly when and how it was supposed to. And I come rushing out of the theater. I knew it was time to try to come out again, because I was just so excited from the show. So it was this mix of being very excited and mix of being very nervous. And I jump in the car. Mom was there to pick me up, and I said, "Don't drive, Mom. I have something to tell you." Again, all I could come up with was, "I think I like boys." And Mom said the same thing. This time she was more dismissive. "Are you sure? You're only 13. You don't know about things like that. You can't really talk about things like that. You're 13 years old." And then she drove us home. It would take 5 more years before I tried again, before I had the guts, before I was so pent up that I couldn't take it anymore. I was 18, I was taller, my voice was a little bit deeper, and I marched into the kitchen, and I said to Mom, "I like boys." Her back was to me. She was making dinner. And without skipping a beat and without even turning around, she said, "Oh, I knew that already." Because you knew that because I've been trying to tell you for years. If I had the chance to talk to her, if we had a closer relationship, I might have found out that between my second and third coming out, she went to my school. Mom went and yelled at my principal. My mom's a very vocal lady. She yelled at my principal, she yelled at my guidance counselor, my teacher. She told them, my kid's not safe at school. I was being bullied and beat up. And she said, it's your responsibility to keep my kid safe. You're not doing it. I found out from Mom that she did that on the phone about a month ago. I'm 38 years old. She did love me. I never knew. That's how she wanted to show that she cared, right? She went and talked to the school. I know now. Mom and I talk now. And I'm glad that we have the chance to grow up together.